Hello everyone, my name is Space Capricorn Tarot and Libras, welcome to your general reading at this time. Like I said, it's a general reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest out. And also, if needed, please reverse the roles, okay? And use your discretion when you do so for your personal situation. Please do note, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you see this, is a message for you at this moment, at this time. We're going to be looking at your past, present, and future self, energies from the past that are still here, and energies in the future that you will be connecting with soon. We're also going to be looking into your career and finances, and also your love energy at this time with the love oracles as well. Okay, other than that, please use the description box down below for more information, and we are going to be clearing the air. So please lower your volume. This may be a little loud. 3, 2, 1. All right, Libra, welcome. So happy Lionsgate 808. So this is in honor of the Lionsgate at this moment, at this time. We're going to see where the energy is leading you, okay? So Spirit and Guided Angels, please show me about Libra and where they're at. So we have the 9 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and the Strength card. Also in honor of the Lionsgate energy, I am wearing my 7 Lions merch and I'm listening to 7 Lions playlist at this time for more divine messages. We do have islands playing, so right now it could feel like either you are isolated in an island, whether that's good or bad, or you're traveling somewhere far away just to really distance yourself at this time. All right, so with the 9 of Wands in your past, you are kind of just I feel like you're accepting all the work that you did and you're kind of healing from it. Okay, you do have a lot of this very like, you have a lot of perseverance, a lot of discipline. And so now I feel like along with the message for islands, it's like now you're kind of taking a break, you're just relaxing at this time, and you're kind of just keeping to yourself here. And with the Knight of Cups in your present state, it does feel like you are in this very dreamy, romantic like energy. Okay, you could be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio at this time, but a lot of emotions that I'm getting right off the bat for this reading, just because the Islands song is playing at this time. And it does feel like, Libra, that you just kind of want to just feel what you want to feel without any like interruption, right? Because sometimes when you're trying to just like feel what you feel, but there's too many other energies around you, it could really distract you. Okay, but you do have the Strength card in your future, so you are letting this energize you at this time. Okay, I think the Lionsgate is really gonna hit you in like the best way possible, where it's like your manifestations and like all the guided messages from the divine is just gonna hit you like a like a truck, essentially. And if you guys know anime, there's this thing called an isekai where they use the meme as a truck to like hit you and transport you into another world. So it's like island is like you're in this own world with all your own rules and what you can make out of it, okay? Kind of weird, but yeah. So we're gonna look into your past energy that's still here with you. We're gonna see what that is about here. So Spirit, please show me what energy is still here with Libra at this time. It's currently 3:53, so angel number 353 can be significant. Yeah, so you have the 9 of Cups in the reverse. So you have 2 9s here as well. So it feels like you just been like working too much and you're not really getting a lot out of it at this time. It does feel like you were, how should I say this? Like isolated. You were isolated even though you were doing all the work, and it feels like now it feels like you wanted to be surrounded by a lot of people, and now it's like the complete opposite, where it's just like, I don't want to deal with anybody right now. Like I want to do my own thing, okay? Because with the Nine of Wands in the upright and the Nine of Cups in the reverse, it just seems like you're kind of done, you're over it. It's like you did all this work and it wasn't fulfilling at all, and you're just like, okay, whatever, I need to get away from this. Like, there's no point like looking at my past at this time, because you're trying to like search for answers that aren't really there anymore, okay? That's why you're kind of in your Nine of Cups state, where it's just like you are still like you're still thinking very positively with your emotions at this time. A love interest could also be inspiring you as well, but I don't think you are really connected with that person at this time. If it's not a love interest, it's definitely someone who really wants to take care of you and your emotions. Or this could just be your inner self at this time, like meditation and shadow work healing, okay? So we're going to look into the future energy that will be connected with you at this time. What card just fell? I'm not going to take that, but the Four of Cups came out. But Spirit, please show me that energy that Libra is going to be connected with. Calling You Home is playing right now, so something that feels like home. Yeah. And then it does feel like the wallpaper I'm looking at feels very space-like. Like this person's kind of like releasing themselves to like the gravity of space and just kind of floating. A float tank? Float tanks, are those what that's called? The salt waters where you're like capsuled in. That could be very significant for you. Maybe you might be looking into that, okay? But what energy is coming up for Libra? Thank you. Oh, wow. Look at that. The Four of Cups came out. Spirit was like, I dropped that card for a reason, okay? You do have the Four of Cups that came out. When I picked it up, it was in the upright, but this came out in the reverse. So it is like a new breakthrough. So you do see this this cloud giving their cup at this time. That's usually like the Ace of Cups. And it's kind of like you're not really accepting anything new at this time, but you're not fully rejecting it. But it is breakthroughs, new goals, moving forward, being very passionate at this time. So it's like you didn't let this past thing hurt you, and you are using this as like it's like transmuting pain into like strength. Yeah, at this time. So that's why you're in this Knight of Cups energy, where it's like you're just loving yourself despite all the pain you just been through, okay? That's what I'm getting at here. We do have a lot of like fire signs or fire energy up here, and then everything's all water down here. So it's kind of like you have your head up high and you're letting the rays of like the sun really like take you in and energize you, but you are still in your emotional state. So it's kind of like your head and your heart is slowly aligning with itself at this time here. All right, Libras, we're gonna see where your finances and career is at this time. So Spirit and guided angels, please show me about Libra at this time. I keep wanting to say Gemini. I don't know why. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. So please show me where Libra is at. Ooh. So the King of Swords in the reverse. Yes. Ace of Cups. Knight of Wands. Ooh. In the reverse. Wow, okay. So right now in your past energy here, I'm just moving all the cards up. It felt like you were dealing with someone like a bad boss, essentially, or someone who just like really didn't know how to like run their own business here. This could be you. This could be someone you're dealing with, but it just seems like this person really didn't know what they're doing. And they kind of just like, they kind of were like, I don't want to really say this word, but I'm going to say it. It's like they were a bozo and they kind of let you do all the work, okay? And then you kind of realize that you shouldn't be in this business relationship with this person anymore. And so you're kind of walking away from this King of Swords energy, where it's like this person had no idea what they were doing at this time. Could be like wasting your time here. And affecting your business, and you kind of just see that now. Maybe when you first started doing what you were doing, this person seemed very like trustworthy, like they kind of knew what they were doing and the direction that they were headed. It seemed like a good idea. Or maybe they know how to really talk up a good business strategy with you, but then it would just never be executed properly. And maybe they were really good as well of covering their mistakes, but now it's just like, you know, no matter what, it's like if you ain't catching the bag, I don't care what you have to say, is what I'm getting at here. But with the Ace of Cups on its side, it's almost as if like you are now like trusting your own passion, your own intuitions at this time here. Okay, and you may be like exploring new business partners, or just any other companies and collaborations at this time. Okay, it's 4 o'clock at the dot right now, and we do have the Knight of Wands in the reverse in your future. So it's like lack of self-discipline. You may be a little bit like, it's either you under appreciate yourself or over appreciate yourself at this time, where it's kind of like it's like you don't know how to really balance yourself out. It's like, oh, I could do this on my own. And then it's like you're overzealous 1 second. And then a few days later, you're like, I can't do this anymore. So a lot of hot and cold energy at this time. And it like that really like delays you in a sense. But, you know, sometimes delays happen on purpose. And you have to just kind of find this balance within yourself where it's like you need to humble yourself, but not too much where you're like degrading yourself, okay, in your business, career, and finances at this time. Okay, so Libras, I keep wanting to say Gemini. We are going to look into your love messages here with the tarot, and then we're going to dive deeper with the love oracles, okay? So please show me the energy of Libra at this time when it comes to love. Okay. Well, that was very fast. Okay. So we do have the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse here. We do have the 5 of Wands in your future, and the nine of Swords in your future here. So let's start with the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, it does seem like financial disputes, bankruptcy, debt, family conflicts and burdens, instability, rocky or loose foundation. So essentially, it feels like in your love life, this person could have just like, you thought it was your wish fulfillment, and being with them was everything you ever needed, but then you slowly realize that this person here wasn't as abundant as you think they were, and maybe they were very good at kind of keeping it to you at this time. Or another thing that I'm kind of getting at here is like maybe their family was very well off, and they had or the people around them were very well off, but not that person you were dealing with yourself, okay? And if it's not that, then you are kind of dealing with a relationship or a connection at this time where it just feels like they were your like everything here, like your 10 of Pentacles, wish fulfillment. It's just like you felt so abundant with them, and then all of that just changed. Because with the 5 of Wands on its side, it's like there was a lot of conflict, but also a lot of compromise. So it just was like very hot and cold. So maybe that's why you do have this hot and cold energy with yourself, because it was like there was no stability, where it's like you don't know what to think, what to do, because there's some days where things are way too good and some days that were way too bad. Okay, so I feel like things are slowly coming into alignment and balance at this time for you though. But with the 9 of Swords, I don't think it's going to be in the near future, because you do have a lot of anxiety and pain and like mental stress that you're dealing with at this time. But I think it's one of those things where you kind of come inward towards yourself. It's like you're healing yourself, talking to your inner child, understanding why this was so unstable, so rocky. We do have 4 of 4, so it's kind of like all the errors of your way. And it's one of those things where it was a giant growing pain, giant learning curve for you here. And it will push you to your breaking point. But I feel like the divine would never challenge you if you weren't ready for it, okay? So we're going to look into the love tarot at this time. Okay, Libra, we're gonna see what they have to say in the love oracles. We do have a new song coming up at this time. Let's see. First time. So this could be a first time where you are kind of just keeping to yourself and reflecting, something along those lines, okay? But we'll see here. First time for everything, right? So guided angels and spirit, please show me more through the love oracle. Signs and synchronicities in your past on its side. Mask. And the grass is greener. So you got signs and synchronicities on its side. So I think you kind of saw the red flags in a sense and the green flags, but I think it was very hard for you to make a judgment call at this time. Okay, because it was like you could see the good and bad in a situation, but you didn't know when to let go here. I do see this wallpaper where it's like blue skies, and then this person's holding out their hands, and there is an angel that's reaching down towards them at this time. So maybe this is the first time you're like kind of going through the spiritual awakening. Maybe you're very new to like divination and tarot, so that's why you're here at this time. All right, or if it's not you, it's someone that you were dealing with where it's like maybe they were into it and then you weren't so much, but now it's like you're kind of opening to it. And if it's not tarot, it could be like religion, church, anything very spiritual here. But we do have mask in your present. Maybe you are kind of masking yourself at this time. Maybe you do have a neurodivergent brain where you are masking yourself at this time as well, is what I'm getting at. But you are kind of just maybe lying to yourself and thinking that like, oh, everything's okay when it's not. And we do have the grass is greener in the reverse. So you could have dealt with a situation where it's like you thought the grass was greener and they went for it, but it wasn't. It didn't work out. And so now you are kind of like going through this anxiety and fear at this time where it's just like, is it ever going to be like green here? Because it feels like you did all this work and you didn't get your wish fulfillment in your past here in this past row. Because it seems like a lot of struggles here and a lot of like manipulation, and you saw the signs, but you still trying to make it work out. With the Five of Wands on its side and the mask, it's like you're trying to mask that this really hurt you, right? Because nobody likes to do all this work and then it like ended up for nothing. But just do know that it's never fully for nothing. You do learn from a situation, and then you can never unlearn things, okay? And with, yeah, like I said, the Nine of Swords and the grass is greener. It's just like right now you don't think, and you don't have any hope, I mean, and you don't think anything's gonna get better. But we're gonna get one more row. So guided angels and spirit, can we have one more row of messages for Libra at this time? Ooh, okay. Yeah, proposal in the reverse in your past. Legal matters, wow. Addiction, okay. Yeah, let's look deep into this. So we got proposal in the reverse here. So you could have been engaged with this person, or you could have thought that this person was the one, and maybe that's why you ignored all the red flags, all right, and you saw it through rose-colored glasses here. But now in your present, it's like now you're dealing with this, and you are kind of like, maybe you were dealing with their mask where they were just masking everything, maybe trying to be everything you wanted to keep you around to still use you, all right? And we do have addiction and grass is greener. So maybe this person really it was more of a karmic cycle here, all right? And then they kind of just used you to feel good, and it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to be in something where you were totally in love with someone and then they kind of kept this mask to keep you around when they kind of like knew better with you. Okay, I'm so sorry if that is your situation. All right, but it does seem like someone here was just like not being very honest. All right, and if it's not you and the person you're connected with at this time, it could be someone around them where it's like something is balancing out at this time, or if this person is just going through like their shadow self and shadow work, it's like you're unfortunately going through it with them at this time because you are around them. All right, we do have start again playing right now, so maybe this is one of those things where you guys are going through a new cycle with each other, and it's a very intense one. All right, but that's what I got for you, Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well for more messages. If you want to support the channel, please like and comment, maybe comment an emoji down below. It really does help with the algorithm. And if you feel drawn to, please subscribe, or let me know in the comments down below if this resonated with you or if you claim this message as well. Other than that, thank you so much for being here. My name is Space Capricorn Tarot, and I can't wait to float among the stars with you in the next reading. All right, take care.